Welcome to the Battle Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, already in the ring, representing Monster Union, the Hungarian Lions, and their opponents making their way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and Imperial Iceland, the True Toronto Star, Amy Wade, and Lady Frost. Together they are the Great White North. And they are the number 2 rank in the AFL Best 4.
This is the Animated Wrestling League Strong and Free episode 97, barreling towards episode 100 and the season 23 finale. We are starting off with tag team action in the Joshi division as Wild Thing and Neko Musume, who is in the Botsmania Danger Zone, bang the gong, the match is on, are going 2-on-2. With one of the teams that still has an opportunity at the AWL Joshi Tag Team Championship this season. Starting off with the True Toronto Star, the 3-sport athlete out of the University of Toronto, versus the Transylvanian Werewolf, and we've got a night full of action for you in the main event. The AWL Joshi Championship will be on the line. Dragoness to challenge, and she's found some back. We have an X, folks. It's trios match, Monster Union versus the Spirit Ninjas. Once again, for some reason, Mr. Wrestling Machine has been booked. And we have got a tag team match to determine a berth in the Forge the 4 tournament, as well as a non-title match featuring the Intercontinental Champion. All that and more to come here on AWL Strong and Free, episode 97. And Lady Frost being brought in the hard way. She is not the legal woman. I don't think she's going to be disqualified for coming into the ring against her own will. But dropping down now into the armbar. Not twisting it into a full Fujiwara, but still a great grapple there by Amy Wade, who, at least for the next couple of weeks, still holds the record for longest debut undefeated streak in the Animated Wrestling League. That is, I believe, about to be surpassed. Unless Dragoness can make a miracle tonight, that is about to be surpassed by Black Tiger Queen. Taking a look now at the win-loss records coming into this match. Amy Wade, career record 33-7, and currently in the ring with Neko Musume, who is 33-47, ratio of -14, and she is mathematically locked in the danger zone. That's why they didn't get an entrance this evening. Botsmania Danger Zone members do not get entrances by general rule until the Botsmania match itself, which could be their final entrance to an AWL ring. 1 count there, as Amy Wade trying to go for the win. Wild Thing out on the apron for the Monster Union, 39-49, -10, not wonderful, to tell you the truth. Lady Frost, the relative rookie of the... wait a minute, going for the most Canadian move in all of sports and entertainment. It's the sharpshooter, but broken up very quickly by the flying back paws of the lethal lycanthrope. That is, of course, Wild Thing. And a beautiful code breaker there, I believe, by Neko Musume. Wild Thing, as I said, 30. I think I did that. Did I say it already? 39-49, -10. Lady Frost 3-3 as Lady Frost comes in legally, as does Wild Thing. So it's ±0 meets -10. Corkscrew, also known as a dragon screw. I think she preferred to call it a wolf screw leg whip. Atomic drop, and eat, defeat, or eat the back paws, taste the toe beans. Taste the toe beans, that's what we're calling it. Good grief. Save by Amy Wade. First of 2 traditional 2-on-2 tag team matches scheduled for this evening. We also have a trios match on the card as well. So for those of you who are fans of multi-man, multi-woman, multi-wrestler action, you're going to get it tonight. Going up, thinking Blue Thunder and a flying hip attack will be polite there. Bit of a bow from the Queen of Murder Gymnastics, but taking a little too long as one of the few wrestlers in the world that I believe could be her gymnastics equal. And that is Neko Musume with the wild, furious flurry of furry offense. Fighting back out of the corner now. Neko Musume in control, looking for a neck breaker. Oh, she gets it right across the shoulder, right across the clavicle. And now, leaving the left arm open, kick to the midsection, looking for the code white. And she's got it. Shoots the half into the cover. 1. Again broken up. This is why we have extended time limit in all tag team matches here in the Animated Wrestling League, because if we didn't, we'd have more ties than anything else. And in the tie break, there's no tie break in the AWL. If it's a tie, if it's a time limit draw, nobody wins, nobody loses. And now we're down to a normal time limit. 10-minute time limit remaining. Tag made. Amy Wade back in the ring. Going to be looking for that knockout knee strike of hers. Going to be looking for the sharpshooter as well. Neko Musume going to be looking for catatonic or the perfect landing. Maybe a little cat scratch fever. She's got a deep arsenal, does Neko Musume. Unfortunately, she's going to have to use it in the Botsumania match. 4 wrestlers enter, 3 leave with their contracts intact. The loser of the 3rd and final fall fired. Neko Musume in danger, the only member of Monster Union this season in the danger zone. Joya right now of the Ladies of Lucha set to join her, and the Ladies of Lucha, it was last season that they lost Tormenta del Fuego. They lose Joya. That's got to be the end of that stable, end of that faction. And what do we have here? Looking for a double knee spike. Almost call that, it's an inversion, almost an inversion of a Romero special. Call it a Juliet special. But here's that knockout knee, and it is a knockout according to the official, the Great White North. The number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4 pick up another victory. They've got a date with either the Black Tigers or the United Empires. And speaking of the UE, it's time for UK Gen 2's Jessica Kidd to face off against one half of the tag team champions.
The following non-title contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring. From the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, accompanied by Emily Nagasaki. Representing the United Empires, Ladies Blue, Jessica Kidd.
Jessica Kidd, the second-generation star out of England. She and Emily Nagasaki, the youngest daughter of the legendary Kendo Nagasaki, her father making his return to professional wrestling not that long ago in his 80s, wrestling in a trios match. Back in the UK, 10 years too early to beat me, we shall see.
And her opponent, making her way to the ring. He is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League Joshi Tag Team Champions and the reigning Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion. Fighting out of the Black Tiger Dojo, Black Tigress.
As one half of the Joshi Tag Team Champions, Black Tigress has the ability to be here. She has the right to travel between the brands as a floating champion, but that Intercontinental Championship, the white strap that you see her carrying, that is exclusive to our Japan branch. Therefore, this is a non-title affair. Black Tigress has sworn not to defend the Intercontinental Championship again because that is to protect the Joshi champion, Black Tiger Queen. 5 successful title defenses, you get an automatic title match against the Black Tiger Queen, the Joshi champion at the moment. should the title change hands in the main event, I imagine Black Tiger Queen will allow future title defenses of the IC belt. Bang the gong, the match is on. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention Black Tigress has challenged, and the challenge has been accepted, for a Canadian National Championship match that could allow her to become the only person to have ever held the Canadian and Intercontinental Championships at the same time. That's going to be happening at the season finale. Before that, I believe scheduled for next week, we'll have to await confirmation from the commissioner for the... Oh, this is not good. Looking for a vivisection. Oh, God, oh, Jesus, on the face! Jessica Kidd collapsing to the outside. The Black Tigers are ruthless. Oh my God. That's what Usa-chan has to deal with, and I do understand, because the Black Tigers always travel in a pack. I do understand that Dragoness has asked Usa-chan and Betty Bubbles to be in her corner for our main event tonight. We saw that in the preview graphic just a few moments ago. So we will have the Intercontinental and Canadian National Champions at ringside at the same time. We'll see if anything comes of that. Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, comes into this particular match. A ratio of 42 wins to 33 losses. Ratio of +9. One of the on the plus side of the bracket here. Black Tigress, on the other hand, 26 and 24. Double champion. Ratio of +22. Kick to the midsection, going up here, looking for the power bomb, and she gets it on the outside. Now, Jessica Kidd, she is a mistress of the World of Sport rules. And that usually, if you leave the ring, you are disqualified. If you remove your opponent from the ring, if you deliberately throw them from the ring, you are again disqualified. So this is not Jessica Kidd's milieu. You probably hate that I used a French word there. It's not a usual bailiwick. I'm not sure if bailiwick is French or not, but I'm going to go with it because it's a fun word to say. Bailiwick. Both women now back in the ring, going for the Black Tiger suplex hold. Never turn your back to a tiger. 1, 2. But just barely able to get the shoulder up before that final and fatal for me count could be registered. And that is walking right into Black Tigress Driver. And wait a minute, Emily Nagasaki showing a little care there. Making sure that the top turnbuckle is securely fastened for the safety of the athletes. And I'll be honest, that probably should have been about pretty close to a 10 count. At least a 7. Unfortunately, only the count of the referee is official. The referee is always right, even when they're wrong. Going for the vertical suplex. Oh, into the cutter! No! It's not her signature, but she does love a good cutter. Does Black Tigress, the first of the new Black Tigers to appear in the Animated Wrestling League, and now looking for the double wrist lock. She's got it, needs to turn her over. No. Black Tigress able to turn out of it, but that's going to do some damage. That double wrist lock, the bones in your wrist, some of the weakest in your body. It is so easy to break your wrist. And of course, pain in the forearm. That's going to travel all up the arm. That's going to take away a lot of upper body strength. A desperate code breaker. Both women exhausted, and we're not even at the halfway point of the time limit. Black Tigress with a elbow strike, and now going after the knee, going over to those white knees of Dover, those white knee pads. So recently emblazoned with the emblem of the United Empire, the first women's tag team to ever be a member of the United Empire. Not the first women in the Empire, of course, going back to Bea Priestley. Collar and elbow tie-up now. Referee starting the 20 count on the outside, restarting the 20 count. Up and out the back. Great way to shift the weight.
5 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
Whenever your opponent picks you up for that vertical suplex position, they're giving you momentum, and if you can control it, and they don't have maybe the greatest grip, you can get out on that sort of back-end escape. Going for the big boot, does not connect, but going, I think, maybe looking for a Black Tigress driver of her own. Yes, she is. Boom! Nails it. Very close to the ropes, however. Going to chance it. 1, 2. No. Black Tigress able to get the shoulder up and deny Jessica Kidd her 43rd win. Now going for that double arm bar. It's also cranking on the neck, forcing the neck forward. Wait, it rolls into a pin. 1, 2. There's the Techers. There's what we're looking for here. That's the scientific wrestling, the scientific artistry. And now another back into the other submission that she loves, the double wrist lock. She's got, oh no, the foot under the ropes. That is enough in the AWL. You only have to cross the plane of the ropes. Oh, wait a minute. I sense some bullshit. Springboard into the clothesline from a strange angle, but she hits it. And that's going to be the setup for the Sumatran Stomp. Oof, you could hear that thud, you could hear the crowd reaction. That will break your nose, that will knock out teeth, and because the arms are trapped behind you, you've got no way to brace for it, no way to defend yourself. The Sumatran Stomp, one of the darker moves of the Tiger style, running Meteora into the corner to the seated opponent, saying, that's it, no more, we are done for the night. I think she might, oh, what is she thinking?
3 minutes remaining.
Good old-fashioned body slam. She might be looking for the Black Tiger Salt. No, she wants her opponent standing. Oh, I don't know what she was planning there, but it didn't work. Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd, possibly with her last chance to turn this match around. 2.5 minutes remaining. And now looking for the octopus hold. She locks it in. Can she pull back? Can she hold on to it? I think she can. One more wrench, and yes, that's going to do it. Jessica Kidd just tapped out one half of the women's tag team champions of the world.
Here's your winner, Lady Smooth, Jessica Kidd.
And there you see, it is official. Black Tigers UK Gen 2 1 week from tonight. And we already know that Lady Smooth can make one of the Black Tigers tap out. Two former tag team champions this season face off, a berth in the Forge the Ford tournament on the line.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall, introducing Perth, making their way to the ring of the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear, and the Independent Circuit, the inventor of professional wrestling, Matt Classic, and the innovator of professional wrestling, Matt Classic 2, give the thing on. Host, Who Lasted?
We are looking for the top 4 contenders between Canada and Japan to enter the Forge the Ford tournament to face the world's tag team champions, whomever they may be, next season. Right now, this match is +2 House Classic meets +1 the New Classics. Whoever wins this, I think they're going to be the #1 team in this division.
And their opponents, making their way to the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota, by way of Las Vegas, Nevada, the Technical Wizard, Lee Masters. From Brooklyn, New York, the Suplex Masters, Andy Nick. Together they are the 8-time AWL World Tag Team Champions, the New Classic.
The New Classics, the students of Matt Classic Senior, so this is almost a family feud this match, obtained their 8th World Tag Team Championship this season and unfortunately lost it the same way. House Classic recently challenging the Den of Serpents unsuccessfully. That's one of the 2 losses that they suffered this season. Bang the gong, the match is on. It is teacher versus student. Nearly 20 years since Matt Classic decided to bring the best technical wrestlers he could find on the roster at the time together to form the Technicos, a team that he led to the Tag Team Championship on multiple occasions. And of course, he himself a tag team champion in the past with his son, Matt Classic 2, the least experienced man in the match, currently watching and learning from ringside, watching and learning every time he wrestles with his father. They were the first ever intergenerational tag team champions, father and son. Of course, right now, the Monster Union's Den of Serpents, who will be in our trios match coming up next, they're going to be they're right now, they're on top of the division. 6-1 plus 5. But they are the tag team champions and therefore cannot compete in the Forge the Four tournament. So there's an opening here. Right now, House Classic is the clear number 2 at a +2 ranking. And then we've got 3 different teams currently on +1. That's the New Classics T49P and the Cyberhawks duo of Dangerhawk and Thunderhawk. First tag Kogeki of the match. And face first into the boot of Matt Classic 2. And I believe, oh god, yeah, he is busted open. That's the boot. That's that hard leather of that wrestling boot. The High Flyer wants his opponent standing. His father doesn't approve of this sort of shenanigan, but it does seem to work. High cross body block into the cover. 1, 2. Almost, but not quite. Taking a look over in Japan for the moment at their top-ranked teams. The Black Tigers undefeated this season at 6-0. Defending next week, that could change that. The number 1 contenders for the men's titles, hang on, 1. The number 1 contenders for the Den of Serpents, Yokai Butai, currently in the number 2 position, undefeated as a tag team, 3-0. Followed by the male Black Tigers at 4-2, ratio of +2. So right now, the Forge the Four tournament looks like Yokai Butai, the Black Tigers, and whoever comes out on top of this match. And then we'll have probably a match between T49P and the Cyberhawks to figure out the last member of that lucky quartet that earned their way into title matches next season as we reset the tag team division. 3 minutes into the bout now. Collar and elbow tie-up. Lee Masters, a legal fighter, and he looks like he's taken a gunshot to the head. That was that face first into the boot from House Classic, and he is bleeding. He's seeing his own blood, tasting his own blood, and that will disorient any fighter. Everyone's got a game plan until they start bleeding. Tag is made. In comes Matt Classic 2 once again. Not quite the big body of his father, but he makes up for it with innovative offense, belying the name of House Classic. Great rollaway. He taught him that rollaway defense, did Matt Classic. Lee Masters was much more of a mixed martial artist in the early days. Actually, with a bit of an ego, thinking that MMA was a superior combat sport to professional wrestling, it was Matt Classic who showed him the error of his ways. It taught him to embrace the hybrid nature of his inherent style. And there's the Classic Claw. We've seen the New Classics use this. He bequeathed it to them, did Matt Classic. But he does not shy away from using it on his former students. Down to the cover. 1, 2. And boom, the shoulder up before that final and fatal 3 count could be registered. 10.5 minutes remain in the 15-minute time limit. Half and half suplex on the outside. It was Matt Classic that taught Sammy Nix to embrace who he was. That incredible strength, that ridiculous lower body strength, incredible muscle density from this guy. Use that. Become the suplex master. Don't try to expand too far beyond that. Be the best there is at what you do. And that's taken him to the Grand Championship. We've actually got 2 former Grand Champions in this match. Matt Classic, the other. Vertical suplex and drop down. Latches the hold on. And the referee immediately calls it that rear naked choke, one of the most powerful moves in professional wrestling. In mixed martial arts, coming out of the vertical suplex, the pro wrestling hold. That's the hybrid style.
Here are your winners, the New Classic.
And with that, the New Classics move up to 4-2. House Classic down to 4-3. That means the New Classics right now in the Forge to 4 tournament. I'm guessing the search for a tag team partner is not going well.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introduce the first, making his way to the ring from Canadian Heart Unknown, the Matt Mashti, Mr. Wrestling Mashti.
Mr. Wrestling Machine making his AWL debut this season, currently at 3-2. He has been challenged by House Classic to a tag team match. Unfortunately, he has yet to find a tag team partner. He tried to join up with the Conglomeration, but the Conglomeration refused to conglomerate with him on the grounds that he is a shithead. Which, to be fair, is fairly accurate. The guy who spits on his own family lineage while using signature holds and maneuvers of other members of his family. His father, Super Strong Machine, his brother, Strong Machine J, over in the Dragon Gate promotion in Japan. He's here in Canada trying to learn a more intercontinental, more international style of wrestling. He is here in the Wonderland of Wrestle, as New Japan Pro Wrestling so accurately called Canada. And apparently he wants to team now with The Rock. Let's see what The Rock has to say about it.
His opponent making his way to the ring from the Tales of Stinbad, THE The Rock.
Now The Rock apparently is going to answer the request for a tag team here. Alright, so yeah, that's a pretty solid no. And The Rock, yeah, he has been kind of in a bit of a vortex lately. He's sitting at a pretty good career record of 31 wins, 26 losses, ratio of +5. But the opportunities just have not been coming his way this past couple of seasons. He's always been one of those guys, a former Canadian national champion. He's always been one of those guys that you think is just right on the cusp of breaking into the main event picture, but something just goes wrong and he just never quite gets there. He was in a tag team for a long time, as he alluded to, as one of the half of the Solar Wings tag team with Eruption Solar. When Solar left the AWL, he kind of took the tag team career of The Rock with him, I guess. So this is a one-on-one match. There will be no tag team between these two. Bang the gong, the match is on. Swing and a miss by Mr. Wrestling Machine. He hits the second couple. Third, fourth, fifth. Thrust to the stomach. And so far, it's a slugfest. And that does seem to be the favor of Mr. Wrestling Machine. Now using the ropes themselves as a weapon. German. There's been hints of bad blood between the Machine family and the Classic family. But Mr. Wrestling Machine declaring himself to be the strongest machine, the greatest of his clan. which Matt Classic Sr. did not appreciate. He doesn't like young wrestlers who disrespect their family. These second-generation guys that get into the business because of their family. Is it nepotism? Yeah, that gets your foot in the door. You have to earn your way in after that. But yeah, growing up in a wrestling locker room, that opens doors for you. You just have to be the one to walk through them. The Rock, an AWL original, graduate of the AWL dojo, ministerial suplex. Shades of Hiroshi Hase, who did actually compete in Canada for quite a while over in the Stampede promotion over on the West Coast, in and around Calgary. And boom! Machine DDT for the 1, 2. The Machine DDT, one of his father's finishing holds. And a Fight Forever chant already breaking out here, about a minute and a half into the contest. I love wrestling fans these days. They know what they like and they're willing to tell you all the time. 8 minutes and change remaining here. House Classic going to be watching on. They're recouping in the back, being checked over by Dr. Marcus Feelgood and the AWL medical team after the loss in that tag team contest earlier. But a win against Mr. Wrestling Machine, and if he is ever able to find a partner, that could help House Classic in the tag team division. They'd probably be an unregistered tag team, but it would still count as a win. Is The Rock going to allow his opponent to get back in the ring? Is he going to try and take a count out? No, he's not. He presses the advantage, resets the count, and walks right into Mr. Wrestling Machine. Oh, and a flying forearm. Bit of desperation, I think, out of The Rock. THE-ROC, the Bird of Legend. Side Russian leg sweep. Straight out of the Tales of Sinbad. His presentation gear has actually gotten less ridiculous. ROC-BOTTOM. He calls that the spell check. 1, because he's not that other guy. 2, you gotta check the spelling, but not enough. Checking the spelling a little too quickly for that pin and the win. Oh, great trip, great counter. The fist of The Rock coming down right on the top of the head of Mr. Wrestling Machine. He felt it coming, he got out of it, walked into another side Russian leg sweep, unfortunately. And now The Rock gonna spread his wings. He can make that jump. Elbow drop from the top. Vintage Animated Wrestling League for the 1, 2. Kick out. This is The Rock's 58th match in the Animated Wrestling League. He is a veteran these days. It is only the 6th match for Mr. Wrestling Machine in his rookie season. And I don't think he was here for the full season. And certainly his rookie year. Knee lift by Mr. Wrestling Machine, and an excellent lariat to take him over. The Rock again takes to the sky, not great height, but puts the extra explosive energy into it. Here we go! ROC-BOTTOM! The spell check for the 1, 2, 3. Rock moves up to +6, 32 career wins now. No tag team for you, Mr. Wrestling Machine, who's now down to 3-3, ratio of ±0.
Here's your winner, The Rock.
Rock taking a moment to celebrate every win as he finishes out the season. That positions him in a better place for next season, where he's going to be looking for that AWL Grand Championship. He's going to be looking to earn his way into a Fight for 4, and once that happens, I don't think there's anything that can stop this guy. Say it with me, folks. Who is the X?
The following trios contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the trios combination of the number 2 rank in the AWL Best 4, King Akira. And the reigning Unlimited Wrestling League World's Tag Team Champions, the Serpentine Sensation, Ebit Guy. The venomous Giant Serpent of the Nile, Ophidian. The Den of the Serpent. Together they are Monster Union.
Den of Serpents, we now know they have got Yokai Butai, the match they didn't want. The commissioner has ordered it. It will be happening at the season finale. And if the monsters do not take the ring, they will forfeit the tag team championship. They will be stripped of the title. That would be a first in the long history of the tag team belts. But right now, teaming up with their singles competitor, King Akira, number 2, I believe, rank in the Best 4, against the Spirit Ninjas and a big old out.
And their opponents, introducing first making their way to the ring from a village outside Atlanta, Georgia. The tag team combination of the Spirit Dragon Shenron, Ninja Mac. Together they are the Spirit Ninjas.
The Spirit Ninjas, of course, Shenron, a former member of the Chikara roster, actually partially trained by Ophidian in the Wrestle Factory. So deep personal background here. Ninja Mac, not of that legacy, but certainly of that spirit.
And their partner.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, Ophidian's gonna hate this. Yes, it's
Making
him!
his way to the ring from the Anvil, representing the Collective, the Hot Property,
And we welcome Fire Ant back to the Animated Wrestling League. He has been here before. As a matter of fact, Fire Ant currently standing on a 5-12 record in the league. But going back to Trios action, this man a 2-time King of Trios champion. 2011-2018, Bang the Gong, the match is on Fire Ant. You could not ask for a better partner, as his trios bona fides cannot be questioned. Shenron starting us off, 2 members of the AWL Best 4, starting us off here in this one fall trios match. Taking a look at the AWL Best 4, King Akira number 2, Shenron number 3, the only wrestlers here in Canada that are currently ranked in the AWL Best 4. Tiger Mask 2, or possibly Black Tiger Justice, will be champion at the start of next season. And these two, along with the Dominator Great Okan over in Japan, will be looking to make the most of their championship opportunities. King Akira and Shenron, no strangers to each other. They've wrestled several times over the last month or so. Shenron knows that he cannot outpower King Akira. King Akira knows he can't underestimate Shenron. The tag is made Hebitsky. And Ninja Mac. Ninja Mac with a great deal of experience in tag team action. He was brought in to participate in the Best of the Super Juniors tournament over in New Japan Pro Wrestling along with the DKC. They didn't exactly get along. I wouldn't expect to see that tag team together again for a while. But he seems to be doing pretty well with the Spirit Ninjas. You look at the tag team ranks at the moment. The Spirit Ninjas, they're still finding their feet as a tag team. 1 and 3. Ratio of -2, having had 4 tag team matches this season. They will not be in the Forge the Forge tournament, nor should they maintain the tag team titles, nor will the Den of Serpents. We would certainly expect, if they were to lose the titles, they would mathematically, instantly be in the tournament. All the best 4 of the tag team division, all of the tag team rankings reset at the end of each season, giving every team a fresh start. Your singles record, your individual record, does not reset. So that could follow you for your entire career. big back body drop. This season, King Akira has been working to fight his way into significance, currently with 39 wins, 36 losses, ratio of +3, after only about a season as a singles competitor. Oh, swatted away like a fly is Ninja Mac, who's 3-9 in the AWL, ratio of -6, rolls over King Akira, but way too close to the Monster Union corner. Ophidian coming in to save the day. Ophidian being removed, and that makes me happy on the inside. Ophidian, the traitor, the destroyer of wrestling companies, will have to come face to face with the great and devious Ultra Mantis Black, the man that he betrayed, the man that he insulted, the man that he duped to thinking he had been reformed, that Ultra Mantis' spells had worked, and he had been purged of the darkness of the Crucible. Not so much, and Hibitsky, Fire Ant, Hibitsky face forward with the Ophidian-style Teharis, a move taught to him by Ophidian. Hibitsky comes into this match 41 wins, 38 losses, ratio of +3, big splash! Looking to squash the little ant like an ant. I know, the puns should just write themselves. Oh, there's the Cobra Venom! And the big boot. Now, the type of mask that Fire Ant wears, he's got the mesh over the eye holes. That will provide some protection. None of that venom's going to get in his mouth, obviously, because he's completely covered there. 1, 2. But the vision will still be obscured. And now we're seeing a Chikara classic, Ophidian the Cobra. Currently 12-8 in the AWL versus Fire Ant, 5-12. Both men back in the ring with 15 minutes and 30 seconds roughly on the clock. Round and round and round we go. That head scissors of Ophidian. These guys, they've been wrestling each other since, like, the mid-2000s. They know each other. Ophidian could not have predicted that Fire Ant would be here, and the explosive energy of Fire Ant coming up, down, all around, looking to burn down the house, burning down the house, into the cover. Is he going to win it with the burning down the house? 1, 2, not quite. Yeah, oh, the referee goes down. The official down. Beats. Hooray to the illegal mummy. I love wrestling. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush, the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family, back to his feet. He knows King Akira is down. There was no tag. The referee wasn't there to acknowledge it. Ophidian and Fire Ant, blazing speed. You would never ever accuse this man of laziness or sloth in that ring. And looking again for the Teharis. Round we go. Face first with the wheelbarrow. That's the Ophidian original, the perfect body control of the venomous vial, Serpent of the Nile. This is a match I never thought any of us would get to see again. Hibitsky, now in legally, the other half of the tag team champions of the world. And now Shenron gonna basically help out. The Monster Union's been cheating like crazy. Why not? Collar and elbow tie up. Shenron now, you can't see it, but calling for a tag. So's Ninja Mac. Oh, the snake style on display. And here comes Shenron. Here comes the Spirit Dragon. And there's the snake bite. Into the cover. Snake bite. Really close to those. The referee not seeing it. Shenron, 46-35. The best win-loss record of anyone in the contest. +11. He's competed in the New Year's tournament before and never won the thing. In fact, last year he crashed out in the first round. We'll see if he picks up the wins necessary to get into the tournament. At the moment, I don't think he's there. The top 8 from AWL Hontai, the top 8 from AWL Strong and Free. The New Year's tournament, we tried to put that out the first week of January. The Oshogatsu Taikai, beginning of the new year, beginning of the new season. Couple of shots here. Oh, now targeting Ninja Mac for some reason. Backdrop onto the steel superstructure of that 20 by 20 foot AWL ring. And you know what? You take out my partner, I'm going to take out one of yours. And now going after Ophidian himself, clearing the corner is Shenron. Up, down, over the top, and down goes the snake. Hebitsky walks right, into the clamp of the dragon's jaws. Sliding back into the ring, slithering, if you will. Over the top rope comes Shenron, because he's a good guy, because that's what good guys do. Irish whip into the neutral corner. Shenron with an opportunity. He loves the 450 from the bottom rope in that position. He's not going to get it at the moment. Fire Ant going to come in and save the day now. This is why we've got 20-minute time limits in trios matches here in the Animated Wrestling League. Going up, going down with a power slam, and once again coiled and ready to strike. Ninja Mac now in, but Ninja Mac manages to get his hands around the neck of the snake. Hebitsky in trouble. Looking for the German. No, reversal into a headlock takedown. Collar and elbow tie-up, boot to the midsection. Oh, what is he thinking here? Low DDT from a kneeling position with 11 minutes and change on the clock. Hebitsky looking to knock out Ninja Mac, and right now Ninja Mac deep in enemy territory. But he is just fighting back. He sees the mummy, he sees the leader, but he doesn't care. Heidi Conrana. Ruby Conrana if you prefer. Going up to the top rope, the tag is made to Ophidian. Ninja Mac abandons his plan, but walks DDT! Manages to find a DDT out of nowhere. Hits a couple of hits a big shot on the mummy on the outside. 10 minutes and change now remaining. Ninja Mac, only 3-9. He's been a champion in Noah. He's been a tournament competitor in New Japan. He's looking to be a champion someday in the Animated Wrestling League. But he's going to have to...
10 minutes.
Oh, what's this going to be?
10 remaining.
Not going to be good. Boom! Tornado kick. But not even a 1 count. Way too deep in enemy territory. And the defense completely ineffective. The educated feet. The hands of the ninja. He's been to Iga. He's studied at the Iga Ninja Museum. So have I. He knows the way. Capital T, capital W. He knows the way. But Ophidian, the master of the snake style Egyptian Destroyer! Into the cover. Fire Ant not going to allow that to happen. Breakup. Back elbow strike to escape there. Oh, crashing in the middle of the ring. That was unintentional, I think. Take a look at some of the records here, because I don't entirely remember if this was the case. But back in season 15 of Chikara, Ophidian was a team leader. He was the leader of the Snake Pit. And Shenron was one of his teammates, and he drafted in along with Eddie Kingston and Argus. Anybody remember Argus? Of course, Fire Ant was in that tournament as well, along with Smooth Sailing Ashley Remington, Amasis, and Worker Ant. That was just ridiculous. I actually have fond memories of the Challenge of the Immortals. I thought it was a good idea, just a little too much, maybe too many teams. But I digress. Back into the ring. The former members of the Snake Pit facing off against each other. Dropping with a DDT now. 7.5 minutes remain. And oh, that's one way to get out of a wrist lock. Not the easiest way in the world. Fire Ant, the former leader of the Battle Hive, watching on from ringside as Ophidian wrenching on the arm of Shenron. The tag is made. In comes King Akira, who eats the drop kick, but gets the knees up before that standing star splash, just in time to prevent further damage from Shenron. This could go to a 20-minute time limit draw. I would not be surprised. King Akira in the wrong part of town. Tag Kogeki opportunity, but no! Shenron wants to deal with this himself. This is the guy that outranks him. Alley-oop! Outranks him in the AWL Best 4, cover 1. Kick out. And break up at the same time. A belt and suspenders defensive strategy by the Monster Union. They've said it before, they'll say it again. Viva Monster Union. As Shenron still maybe now thinking that tag Kogeki, but he's still not going to get it. Fire Ant with the distraction. What is Shenron looking to do here? Nothing. The giant, the super heavyweight of the match, gets taken down with a Hurricane Run. I think the arms are hooked under the armpits. Shenron thinking double dragon. Yes, he is. The double moonsault press. The double dragon from the Spirit Dragon. 1. Broken up. Ebitsukai and King Akira, former tag team champions of the world together. So they're not exact. So they've got a lot more experience teaming together than either of these guys do with Fire Ant, either the Spirit Ninjas or the Spirit Ninjas with each other. Collar and elbow. Right into the headbutt. That'll be a fine. I don't think they care. Ancient Egyptian Gold banking Ophidian and the Monster Union.
15 minutes have elapsed. 5 remain.
Coming down to the end game, one way or the other. Huge clothesline, takedown, and a spear. Fire Ant, not legal, but the one man in the ring for his team. No lucha tag rules here in the Animated Wrestling League, even if it does disrupt the order of the action sometimes. You gotta make a hand-to-hand tag in the corner, in the tag zone. And up, down, all around. Fire Ant finally coming to his senses, realizing I better get out of here before I get in trouble. Stunner! And now Fire Ant is in legally with the Mummy. And I will remind you, mummies do tend to be rather flammable. Double helicopter head scissors, and that is considered a knockout, literally unwinding the Mummy to death. Fire Ant, a perfect choice for the X. Welcome back to the Animated Wrestling League, to the hot property.
Here are your winners, the Spirit Ninjas and Fire Ant.
Fantastic trios match. Fire Ant has not lost a step when it comes to trios. Main event time. 8th title defense. Can anyone stop Black Tiger Queen?
The following contest is your main event of the evening. It's scheduled for 1 fall, 1 submission or knockout to decide the winner. And it is for the Animated Wrestling League Joshi Championship.
Well, if anyone can, it is this Day 1 original to the AWL Joshi Division. born in the dojo. The second generation of the Dragon style. And igniting her backup here. Maybe not thinking that entrance out entirely. But yes, the AWL Canadian National Champion Usa-chan and Usa-chan's girlfriend Betty Bubbles, who's technically stepped back into the ring against Black Tigress last week in the unusual acceptance of the champion versus champion Canadian National Championship match at the finale. But Dragoness, she wants to walk into the finale as champion, as the Dragonfire illuminates the arena as it was in days gone by. Family tradition observed. Her father, the first ever AWL champion. She wants to take the AWL Grand Championship into the finale. She will defend it against any and all comers. And she wants to bring one of these women's titles back to the AWL, get them away from the Black Tigers, which have an absolute strangle and chokehold every title in the Joshi division except that Canadian belt, currently in command. Oh, and of course there's the big guy, Black Tiger Queen. She's the AWL Joshi Tag Team Champion, the Joshi Singles Champion, the first ever winner of the women's tournament, the Natsu Taikai, the summer tournament. The 2024 Yushosha. She doesn't even bother wearing the belt from that accomplishment. And of course she's got the other half of the Tag Team Champions, the Intercontinental Champion, that we saw in action earlier tonight in a losing effort against Lady Smooth Jessica Kidd, one half of the UK Gen 2 Tag Team that the Black Tigers will defend against in 7 days. And under the manager rule, they brought one person with them, one non-champion with them, and it is, of course, the local killer, Giant Tiger, who is set for Lucha de Apuestas, Máscara contra Máscara, at the end of the season against Tiger the Dark. We now go to ringside for the official introductions.
Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of the GTA. She is the #1 rank in the AWL Best 4, the daughter of the Dragon, Dragoness. And her opponent, she is the reigning and defending Animated Wrestling League Joshi Champion, tonight making her 8th title defense. Fighting out of the Black Tiger Dojo, the undefeated Black Tiger Queen. This is an officially sanctioned Joshi Championship match under the auspices of the Animated Wrestling League, AWL Commissioner presiding. At the sound of the bell, AWL Senior Official Joey Babaganush in charge.
The belt held high in the sky, signifying to the world that this is a championship match. This is your main event. 30 minutes on the clock. Bang the gong, the match is on, the Tachi-ai. A slow Tachi-ai, but a backbreaker by Black Tiger Queen, undefeated in this league. Contracted to Japan, contracted to AWL Hontai, where she holds an undefeated 28-0 record, a victory tonight, and she will tie the history of Amy Wade as AWL debut undefeated streak at 29. But Dragoness looking to be the one to break it. Records are made to be broken, but we hope it will not happen tonight. Dragoness getting the crowd on her side, and wait a minute, being very careful here. A disqualification, while it would retain the Joshi Championship, a disqualification loss is a loss. So I would not imagine Black Tigress or even Giant Tiger would want to interfere here. What I'm worried about is there's less than, there's the hypotenuse of that 20 by 20 foot ring separating Black Tigress and Usachan. They've got a date at the season finale as well for the Canadian National Championship. Collar and elbow tie up here, going for the Irish whip into the corner. And a beautiful series of kicks. Her father used to do something very, very similar in the corner. And he has taught his daughter well. Dragoness, one of the better win-loss records in the AWL Joshi division. The 28-0 28-0 Black Tiger Queen for the 1-2. And the 60-46 ratio of plus 14 Dragoness. Over 100 matches. This is her 107th match in this league. Like I said, day one original when we founded the Joshi division. Black Tiger Crash. 1, 2. The all-rounder stealing a little bit of the Tiger style. I've talked before about the legacy of the Tiger and Dragon combination. Her father was co-tag team champion with Tiger Mask 1 back in the day. There's been friendship between the styles ever since then. Couple of shots here over the top rope, down to the... No, not down to the floor. 3 minutes into the match. Black Tiger Queen very much still with her wits about her. Dragoness trying to take this to the outside, I think, or maybe trying to tie her opponent up on the ropes to limit her mobility a bit. And going after the leg to neutralize the height differential. Dragoness wrestling very, very smart. I just don't know if she's got the raw power to over... Oh, DDT, the raw power to overtake the Joshi champion. Good shot on the rope break there by the official. Good call. And, oh no, we've seen this before, the Alabama Slam. I don't know if they've got Tigers in Alabama, but the Queen perfectly able to take down her opponent with that Alabama Slam going up top. Might be thinking moonsault, might be thinking splash. It's the splash, and there's no water in the pool. Dead center of the ring. Great distance on that jump, but there was nobody there to hit. And for another, oh no, sidewalk slam this time. Thought she might have been going for another backbreaker. But utilizing the strength advantage with that sidewalk slam. And now it is Dragoness who's all tied up in the ropes. Little tit for tat, almost the exact same hold as earlier. Oh! And the referee inadvertently hitting Dragoness with the chair. The Black Tiger snuck that chair into the ring. The referee was removing it, but crashed right into the approaching Dragoness. And now back into that bear hug. Now the referee finally getting rid of that chair, but the damage is done. Dragoness, you can tell in her body language, she would not have missed that normally. She was knocked loopy by that inadvertent chair shot from the official of all people. Not what the Black Tigers had planned. And obviously the referee can't disqualify himself. 25 minutes remaining, roughly, on the clock. Black Tiger counter. Collar and elbow. Irish whip into the far corner.
5 minutes have elapsed. 25 remain.
Black Tigress now in complete control after that inadvertent chair shot. That could be all. That could be the one mistake that costs Dragoness the championship and ties the undefeated streak record with Amy Wade. The splash didn't connect before, but the elbow drop from the top absolutely connecting now. 1, 2. Black Tiger Queen. Oh my god. Wait a minute. Dragon drop. Dragon drop number 2. 1, 2. Number 2 only good for a 2. One of her father's 3 variations of the dragon drop. She, of course, has her own variation, the Dragoness drop. She's got 2 variations of that. And, of course, the Dragoness sleeper, the Dragon Star press. She's got, wait a minute, Dragoness drop! I was just saying it, Dragoness drop! Doesn't roll over for the pivot. Oh, look, the referee distracted by the giant tiger. Jesus Christ. Look behind you, Joey! Joey, for Christ's sake! Mother. not even bothering. Dragoness not even bothering. Realize what happened. Realize it didn't matter. The Dragoness drop. We should have a new Joshi champion right now. The drop kick. Beautiful drop kick by Dragoness. Maybe one more time. She's got to be thinking it. Dragon. No! Counter into the Bulldog. Or the Bull Tiger, perhaps. Right hand. Never turn your back to a tiger and never let them get you between the legs. Black Tiger crash. With 23 minutes on the clock, all the time in the universe. For the cover, Black Tiger crashed 1. Now you're here to make the count 3. Absolute bullshit. Dragoness getting screwed here. I'm sorry, that's just not right. First the inadvertent chair shot from the official, then the distraction, but this one he's here to make the cover.
Here is your winner, and still unanimously Joshi champion, Black Tiger Queen.
Well, that is incredibly annoying. That's going to do it for us tonight at AWL Strong and Free. We'll see you next week. United Empire versus the Black Tigers and the undefeated streak record on the line. But for tonight, Korede Imarida.